What's up, everybody? Doug here from the Pocket Aces Cop Podcast. Want to welcome you into another one, number two, I guess you could say, of the poker session videos here. Gonna try to keep doing some of these, as I said, obviously, all this time at home. So we're gonna jump right into it here. I bought into another 15-cent, 30-cent game on PokerStars. And it was an interesting session overall. This one was about 50 minutes. Everything kind of starts off right here. I actually jumped off of this table you'll see here in the future, but spent some time here and then went elsewhere. So it starts right here on this hand. It took a couple hands to get into it. This was not the greatest start that I would have liked, but anyway, I'm starting here with the Jack 10 on the button and decided to get involved here with this hand. Not quite sure why, but we get some different plays behind us, and of course, getting out of that one there. So, um, looking for the gut shot with the 9 had that come up. But this was a really interesting table. Um, it was just bizarre all around. But as you see, it doesn't go over too bad for me. It goes over pretty well. So the next hand that I'm in on here is this King Queen, King of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds. You get a couple calls, a couple bets behind me. I decide to call here, and as you can see, I'm already not getting low per se, but I'm already about $5. So I'm over $5 into my stack already. So got the queen here so far. Got the pair of queens. Betting still from behind me. We get an all-in call. I decide to sit here and wait for a little bit, and for some reason, I don't know what it was, I decided to come over the top. I had this really weird gut feeling that I was okay here with the queens. Obviously, I mean, unless if anyone pairs the board, they're just with me. So unless I'm battling a pocket pair here. So anyway, I'm going to slow the video down. You got the queen over there with the 10 and then the pocket sixes. So I'm in good shape, and you got to kind of pray and hold on, and then the queen comes out there for the two pair. So as you can see, I took both the side pot and the main pot for about $35 there. So that was a good hand overall. I honestly can tell you I have no idea why I called there. It was just a gut reaction. For some reason, I felt good with that queen. So luckily, the gut reaction paying off. Went through a couple of different hands here. As you can see, there was a hand or two that I got involved with that brought my stack down. But, so far in for 15, and we've doubled that already. So this next hand that I really do get involved with here, I'm the small blind. I've got the ace-4 off. I'm always hesitant to play ace with anything low unless it is suited. But for some reason here, I decided to just call. It was battle of the blinds, basically. So the ace-4 comes up to give me two pair on the flop. So at this point, I know I'm good. So I decided to check since I'm first to act. A 90-cent bet comes out behind me. And then I decided to think about it. I don't know why. Then I raised. I got the call. The queen comes out, and now I'm a little nervous. Obviously, 10 Jack has me. An ace, paired ace, king, or queen obviously has me. Well, actually, a paired king or queen, I should say, pairs has me if they have a better two pair. I put another bet out. Gentleman decides to hold on for a little bit and then decides to make the call, and I decided to just come right back at him. I figured at this point I've been betting every street. I checked on the flop, and then I believe I raised his first bet on the flop. So I check raised, and he decides to sit here and think about it for a while. I bet about half the pot. I put a $3.30 bet out. I get the call, and obviously he mucks, or the system software mucks him. So pretty good hand there overall. Bumps me up to about $38. And again, I bought into this for 15. So next time around here, we get the ace-4 suited. This one I always feel a little bit better about playing. I'm in middle position here, so I just limped. And then a 6, 9, 10 here, kind of a straighty board comes up. And at this point, I don't think I'm in a good position. So if I remember correctly, yeah, I check here, and I think, I don't remember if I get the check, but obviously I'm in a hand now with the guy that I just had that other ace-4 hand with. So he puts the bet out here, and at this point I know it's probably time to get away from this one, given that I absolutely have nothing going for me. So I decided to think about it for a little bit. I don't know why I thought so long about it, but I've decided to just toss it away. So this is, at this point, I decided to get up. We're playing pretty much four-handed, and I don't like playing that low of a hand online. So in for 15, out for 36-12. I decided to leave the table. So a pretty good table there. I wanted to get away from that table, but I didn't want to end the session. So I decided to jump right into a 5-cent, 10-cent game, buying in for $10. So, and again, it takes a couple of hands to get back into this one. This table didn't treat me as well. This hand here, I just wanted to keep in this because I think it's funny. I always love to play the 7-deuce game, whether it's online or whether it's in a home game. Sometimes if I'm playing live poker at a casino, I'll try to see what I can pull off with a 7-deuce. So, of course, I guess it's not really the 7-deuce game unless everyone else at the tables agreed to pay off someone that wins with the hand. So the 7 comes up here on the flop. I put a small bet out and take it down with the pocket 7. So a lot of hands go by here before I finally catch one. This table was, as you can see, I go back to the main page to try to see what other things are out there. I'm always looking for PokerStars. The one thing I wish PokerStars had was a few more stud games. I would love to see stud on PokerStars. I know they have them, but they very rarely ever have a table running. I saw a lot of Pot Limit Omaha games when I was looking, but PLO isn't something I'm completely comfortable with playing yet. So I would love to play stud at like low-ish online stakes, because stud in a casino is always like 10-20 or 20-40, and it's ridiculously out of my price range. So this hand here was interesting. Ace Queen. Where am I? I'm the small blind. Ace Queen of Hearts. Really good starting hand. I get the raise, just the min raise behind me from the player in middle position. So I decide to bump it again to 30 cents. So I get the fold behind me, and then I get the call. The ace comes up here on the flop, and at this point I think I'm in decent shape, so I decide to just put a 30-cent bet out. It was about half the pot or so. I get raised up to 90, and I think I come back over the top. Yeah, I decide to jam here. I don't know why. So the 4-3 comes up. I've got to try to fade a 2, and then there's the 2 on the river. So that was kind of a brutal hand there. I was in good shape. My gut reaction to jam there was good, of course, but he had that. Fortunately, he had a two-way straight draw basically. So, and he caught it right there on the end. So you can't win them all. That's just one of those brutal online poker bad beats that happen, where it goes so fast you can barely see it. I'm not in the camp that online poker is rigged, but that can be a discussion for another day. So anyway, decided to get up from that table, lost about half of the $10, so we were in for 15, out for 30, 33, whatever that other table was, 36, so in for 10, out for 5, so still up for the day. And I didn't want to end the session, but I didn't want to go back to a table, so I decided to jump into one of these spin and goes. These are a lot of fun. I really like doing these spin and goes. I had to wait for a long time to jump into one of these for 2 other people to register. Plus, it was really cool. You could have the potential to win one of the buy-in tickets for the New Jersey Spring Championship of Online Poker, the NJ Scoop. Unfortunately, this one, that wasn't the prize. It was just $6. So I'm going to speed the video up here for y'all to see how this goes. I felt pretty good. What I've learned in these spin and goes is that you really have to be aggressive when you can. You have to pretty much lean on people. If you get any kind of a chip lead, as you see I do here, I knocked that one gentleman out pretty quick. You really need to lean on people. When you're three-handed, you pretty much have to be in every hand, but if you're on the button and you don't have anything, you got to fold. You got to try to conserve that, whatever they give you, $500 or whatever it is. So this game went pretty quick. I leaned on this other person here. and it didn't take very long. Of course, like I said, I'm speeding this up, so I ended up winning that one. So bought in for $3, won $6, so I doubled that there. So overall, a really good session, and really happy with the way that 1530 table went. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Sorry if it went a little too fast. If you have anything you want to drop, please, anything you want to let me know, any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Feel free to hit like and subscribe. Follow us over on Facebook at the Pocket Aces Podcast. I'll get another one of these done soon, and we'll get a podcast episode done soon as well. So, again, hope you all enjoyed tuning in, and if you want to drop a line, anything you want to mention, please do. If you feel the videos are going too fast, you'd like me to slow down in a future video, absolutely, please let me know. And as always, like I said, feel free to hit like, subscribe, jump on over to our Facebook page, and I will see you next time on the Pocket Aces Podcast.